So I feel like every time that I have a group project, I kind of have to be the one to say, okay, this is the assignment, this is what we need to get done, these are all of the tasks that need to be completed. There are 3 of us and this many tasks, so what does everyone want to do? And kind of have to delegate the work and make sure everyone is working equally and fairly. So I feel like that happens a lot when I'm in group projects. The last group project I had was last semester, and it was a semester-long project. We had to complete a paper by the end of the semester, and then throughout the semester, we would have to turn in different check-in type things, like rough drafts, and we would have to do research, and like experiments with our family members, and they were like social experiments where, if you text someone this way, how are they going to respond, kind of breaking social norms. But the deadlines would be coming up, and no one would respond to me. Nobody was doing what they were supposed to do. At the end of the semester, we got a good grade, and everything was fine. But there were times throughout the semester that I wasn't comfortable with the work that we had done, and the deadline that was right around the corner, we didn't have anything to show for it. And I would constantly try to contact my group members and make sure that they were collecting the data that we needed. So I would contact the professor. I would have him reach out, and instead of me being the one that's like, hey, 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 all the time, which I was doing, but it wasn't working. So I reached out to the professor, and I tried to do everything I could to get them to respond and to motivate them to contribute the data that we needed in order to get a good grade on this exam, on this paper. And it ended up working. We got an A on the paper, and we collected all of the proper data. In the end, we really came together, and we put together a solid research paper. But in the beginning and throughout, up until the end, I had to really be on them and make sure that they were collecting data as well, and that we were hitting those deadlines and turning the stuff in that we needed to do. That was the one time that I had to contact a professor in regards to group members not participating, and it worked. So we got a good grade on the paper, and yeah, it worked, thankfully.